And hello and welcome to my all and new Let's Play of Medieval 2. And let's hear the woman sing. I hope it's in English. let's just hope that.
Storm clouds gather over Europe. Mistrust and rivalries between realms threaten to break and flood the world in a tide of total war.
Medieval 2 Total War. Made by Total War. Presented to you by Total War. Anyway, welcome to my first Let's Play of Total War. And when he caught the sight of the army, he was terrified and groaned in his mind, full of darkness. Whatever that means. But yeah, I uploaded a decision episode, and most of you wanted to say Milano. So we are going with Milan. And I think I never played Milan, actually. So this is going to be interesting, because I have no idea. And I also need to read a lot of stuff, because I know next to nothing about Milan or Mailand, as it's called in German. Other than it got conquered constantly. And when I'm saying constantly, I mean like every time. they kind of had their own thing. Well, they got conquered, and well, it's not even really a kingdom. It's more a city-state. Oh, wait a second, that's the wrong one. It's more like a city-state. You have to imagine not like the big kingdoms like France, where everything just sticks together, and we are France because we are speaking French and you don't. The Italians had city-states like Milan here, Venice, Rome, and all the good stuff. So they were more organized in cities, and well, Milan is one of the big cities in this area. You also, like the Germans in the north, like they weren't standing together; they were actually fighting each other constantly, until one king just decided that they should stop or they will be punished. So they became Germany later. But all of that when I'm playing a Teutonic campaign. Right now, not the Teutonic, Holy Roman Empire campaign. Right now we are focusing on Milan. So let's go. And I guess I should read that. So we are starting, of course, in the year 1080 Anno Domini, in the year of the Lord. And Milan is a city of both possibility and problems. You don't say. The Archbishop of Milan has until very recently the most powerful political figure in northern Italy, with the city well and truly under his thumb. Though still Catholic, the Milanese are breaking free from the control of the church to form a mighty expanding municipality. That's quite a bit hard to read. I don't know why. It's just the way it's written. Anyway, the Milanese are surrounded by possible allies and enemies. The Alps provide Milan with a natural barrier to the north that ensures the city is relatively safe from Swabia and the Holy Roman Empire. If the Milanese hold the mountain passes, they can hold off northern Europe. That is not a singing game. Will be constantly be attacked through these passes, and they are hard to defend. But anyway, while the mountains fence Milan off from the world, Genoa serves as a coastal gateway to the Mediterranean and beyond. So better positioned to expand into the rest of Europe than the other Italian peoples, the Milanese are also the most likely to have to confront the Northern European powers first, and will need to consolidate their position swiftly by working their way into the nearby provinces that the French and the Germanic forces have not secured yet. And that's actually very true. Um, we will really have to pay attention on what the Germans are doing, and we really want France as an ally, so our west will be secure. And we should never trust Winnies, and we should never trust the Germans. So there's that. And I guess I just start. I keep everything at medium difficulty, because otherwise this let's play will be really, really long. But I'm going with the short campaign to keep things interesting. Hold 15 regions, eliminate the factions, the Holy Roman Empire, and Venice. So, let's go. Oh yeah, by the way, we have a strong militia infantry. Guys with spears mostly, and really good crossbowmen. And really good late technology. I don't know if he will reach late technology, but... well, we will get these crossbow guys and the militia guys. And we have poor offensive cavalry, which is interesting, because right below it is Famiglia Ducale. Famiglicia. I think it's the real way to say it. I haven't spoken Italian in forever. I'm of Italian descent, but I don't speak Italian very often. Anyway, let's start the campaign. Famiglia Luciale. Something like that. Famiglia.
St. Ambrose watches over the citizens of Milan, a leader amongst the disparate Italian cities. The toils of its people have set the city apart from Holy Roman Imperial rule. Now it awaits a king who will lead the land to glory.
Okay, this is basically the intro.
We fought on many fronts and in many guises. For Milan to blossom into an empire, it will require the strength and wisdom of a leader who realizes this also.
He has quite good teeth for the medieval ages. Closing the tomb. Okay, let's go, let's go. Milan appears on the screen. No, a loading screen appears on the screen. And I think Milan will appear right after that. Okay. Some words on how I will play the campaign. I will try to be obedient to the Pope, but I will not do everything he tells me to do. But I will not try to always do the opposite of what he tells me to do. So, just so you know. So, I'm going to try to secure everything to the south, so like Sardinia and Corsica. And later I will try to get Nietzsche's areas too. And I think I will concentrate on the islands first. So, let's have a look at our home area. So, what do we have here? A Milanese merchant.
Click on a foreign merchant to attempt to acquire their assets. If you are successful, the foreign merchant will be put out of business. If you fail the acquisition, your merchant might be forced to retire.
Alright. So let's have a look.
Move merchants onto valuable resources.
Yes, thank you very much. I don't need every advice, but sometimes I will just let her talk. Just in case you don't know about the game, then I don't need to tell you everything. You can just listen to the lady a bit. Okay, he's a bold barterer. He's good at bartering, and he gets a +2 bonus, which is not much. So, okay, what do we have? We have silk, textiles. It's not even silk, it's just textiles. We have marble from our fortress, I would assume. And that's about it. What is this? Iron? think it's iron. Or it's nothing at all. Could be, could be. Anyways, this is not our area actually, because this is a rebel area, and this should be Florence. So, I need to secure something valuable to trade with. What do we have here? We have here wine and colors, I think. It's not showing it. At some point I will bring down a merchant all the way down here, because I can get slaves in the desert. Where are they? Right down here, like all the way back here, and it will take forever to bring someone over, but it's worth it. But right now I kind of need my merchant. Right at the beginning you always need a bit of money, and every bit counts, so let's have him somewhere where I can use him. To the right we have our neighbor Venich, and they are really good at trading, so I will just go to the west and hope that the French aren't trying to secure this thing. Okay, and he goes. Yeah, okay, just rest until tomorrow. Okay, our cardinal is
Use your priest to
That's
convert
okay.
the population of a region. Converting increases public order in your own lands, or can incite a revolt in a rival's region. Priests can also be used against heretics and witches.
No, you know. Okay, he's quite good with 5 piety, divine connection, +2 strong faith, +2 cardinal, +1 peaceful, -2 violence. Oh, this is not really helpful, because that means that he will get worse when I'm getting violent, and also he won't be very good at killing heretics, and very questionable, so he has -2 purity, which are stats that are not shown. They are inherent stats, like if the Holy Inquisition would go for me, that is when things like cleanness are showing. And I am putting him over here, because this whole region is Orthodox. So he can get a bit of experience by just talking to them and trying to convert them, and also have a pair of eyes that will not easily be killed or be balked, which was very helpful. Okay, noble lord of Frollo Cacciano, and he's a good diplomat,
Negotiate with other
but that's it,
factions
he's
in
only
the
good diplomat.
Click on a character, army, or
Not
settlement
super good.
belonging to a rival faction to engage in diplomacy.
Okay, let's talk to this Venetian diplomat.
Influence, the more likely he is
Yeah,
to
yeah.
persuade your rivals.
Yeah, yeah.
Click on the items on the left to make an
I know. Okay, so we're now trying to make a contract with Vinich, and of course we want trade rights, which is a generous offer. So look, Vinich, so I'm making you a generous offer here. So how about you giving me some interesting? I think that is too much. Yeah, no, I'm not going to mend that many money. We are friends here. So, Vinice, how do you say, 200 florins? Yes?
I see no problem here. It is agreed.
Oh, thank you very much. So, let's make another offer. So, I have this map information that you really, really want. So, how about you giving me 300?
I guess we can agree to this.
No, thank you, thank you. But after the last deal that you...
Goodbye.
I just gifted, basically, my map information to you, together with my trade rights, so we are good here. Let's go a bit more to the north.
Naturally, my lord.
Let's have a trade with the good old Germans. You, my friend, on the other hand, you will go to
Without a trace,
Florence
moving in
and have a look how good their garrison is. So,
blockading a port prevents the enemy from trading through their port.
I don't need 2 fleets.
Your navy can blockade a port by attacking
So let's put it together. Let's just keep the ones with
right-click on the port you
good
want.
experience. And then let's have a look at our cities, because I haven't done that right now. So, at first, of course, we have Genoa. Let's have a look at our family first, I would say. Open faction.
This scroll shows a summary of important information about your faction and progress.
I know. Okay, let's see. Gregory. Pope Gregory is still on the mic. And we're doing okay, I guess, but all the other regions are doing better, which I might want to change at some point. Let's have a look at the...
There are 13 positions in the College of Cardinals.
Yeah, I know. So, let's have a look if one country has more than one cardinal. But right now they don't. But if you look at just the cardinals, our guy is really low. Not really low. Our guy is like in the middle of the other guys, so it's all right, but not really great. And especially seeing how some of them earned names like Astong the Warmonger, Ulajlo the Righteous, the kind of stuff, Etienne the Peaceful. And we of course wanted two at some point, because that brings extra loyalty. But right now, well, we just have to work with what we're working with. Yeah, I know. So we have no allies, only enemies are rebels, and so it is for every faction. And talking about factions, I forgot to give them the option to ally with us. Huh. I need to go back. Anyway, I can just talk to Bologna. I just figured out, so don't need to care about there. Yeah, that should work. Okay, our faction leader is Duke Giorgio. Greatest general is Count Bernardo, and 3 generals, 2 cities. No battles won, of course, 2 regions controlled, and yeah, it might take a while until we win this game. So let's continue and just chill, because it will take forever anyway. We have no current missions.
You will receive special missions from the Pope, your
Yeah, I know.
Council of Nobles,
Yeah, I know.
and other factions.
Yes. Okay. Financial details. So let's have a look at this. 550 from farming, trading 295, and we will change that. This will be our biggest income at some point. Merchant trade 0. This will also change. Taxes 1,323. This is not a lot, but pretty good for a start. Wages 900. Army upkeep 2016. So right now we are paying more for the army upkeeps than we are earning with taxes, which should never be the case. I like when this is balanced, because then you're always making plus. King's Purse is 2,000. Diplomacy tributes 500, which we got from the Venetians. Corruption and orders is bringing us 64, not costing us 64, which is also interesting. And yeah, we are making quite a bit of money. So let's have a look at our family tree. Here, of course, we have our faction leader, Duke Giorgio, age 54, so I guess we will not have him for long. And his lovely wife, Jacopa. And, of course, Count Bernardo is our faction here. With his wife, Maria, and Cristoforo Rossi, age 35. Oh. Huh. We will need to have a look at him. Bella and Fiora Rossi, and I think Fiora Rossi is also a boy. So he will come of age in 6 years, and their kids are still really young, so they will not be on the throne soon. You know what?
This scroll gives you a summary of your general.
Yeah. Settlements.
This scroll gives you
I know. She's telling me to everything, but when I'm expecting it, no one was coming. So, I didn't show you the spy, by the way, but spies tend to disappear right at the beginning.
your spies to uncover secret
Traits,
information
spy.
about characters and
Yeah.
settlements belonging to rival
No shit.
The higher a spy's
Yeah. Okay, stop telling me this stuff. First off, Rossi.
This scroll shows you the details of a
The details of my general, as you can see. So, talent for command, political promise, smart and generous. Oh, has no problem in parting with his coin for those in greater need. It will help them more after all. 2% penalty on tax income. He's smart, 1 plus 1 command, 2% on all trade income, so this is evening itself out, and 2% bonus on tax income. So yeah, he's actually getting more money, so, and he's giving out. Political promise plus 1 authority, and talent for command plus 1 command. Count Bernardo, on the other hand, has a drill master, which gives him plus 25 movements points. This is pretty great. Heir apparent, so he will be the next heir. Promising commander, born to command, lot of authority, and he's a bold attacker. Plus 1 morale on tropes battlefield, plus 1 command when attacking. And he can night fight. If I'm attacking someone at night with a night fighter, that means they cannot get support from other armies around, which can be really helpful. And we have a Duke Giorgio, and he's a faction leader, aspiring commander, political animal, minus 1 loyalty, plus 1 authority, which is not really good. Skilled bureaucrat, plus 5% bonus on trade income, plus 2 to law. Okay. And severe. This man's basic mental lifestyle lean towards being severe and unforgiving. 100% increase to bribe, 2% bonus on tax income. Good with infantry. Yeah. Okay, so he's not really a good general, but he is good at other things. And he also has a apothecary. Dangerous toxins can be used as powerful toxins by those who understand their secrets. Increases the chance of having children, plus 4 to your general's hit points. So it makes them really, really tough cookies. So let's have a look if I can change the rule on who will be next king. I don't think I can. In some families you can, but I don't think I can do this in this one, so we will have to stick with Count Bernardo. But I think Rossi will be our best military guy, so let's make him our best military guy. We're putting him in here. And you come over here with the mailed knights. Just because this way I can give Rossi the apothecary and the drill master.
We cannot travel there. This is not possible, my lord.
Why is it not possible? Can I only give him 1 in 1 round, or?
Are you certain, noble one?
Yes, I am actually.
We cannot travel there. Yes?
It worked with him. Why is it not working with him? That's weird. So if you know what's up with that, please tell me in the comment section. Because this always worked.
Orders?
Just grab him and drop him here.
This is not possible, my lord.
Well, looks like it's not possible. Anyway, so we are taking Count Bernardo and all the city guys and put them in this boat. Why can I not put them into this boat? Okay.
Plotting course now, my lord.
Yes?
It's an old game. You have to keep that in mind. Like, I played this when I was young.
Yes, my lord.
So sometimes things are a bit weird. Okay, and we are of course driving down here.
Yes, my lord.
And next round we will take our first city. I don't know if I will play the battle. Just because sometimes the game Medieval is really, really bad at battles at the beginning. It gets way better later, but at the beginning the battles are like really, really weird and shaky. Like you have this big place in the middle of a city and the enemies can defend it, and their morale cannot break when they defend it. And then sometimes you have this case where like 30 guys with spears are killing 600 of your guys. And it's just super stupid. And the thing I would like to avoid, I think the the bigger battles in the big cities will be much more interesting anyway later. But yeah, it's just the way it is. Okay, we need to decide if I am going to turn Genoa or Milan into
If you move a
cities,
general into a settlement, he
or
becomes the governor.
keep them as cities, or if I want to have them as castles.
Chivalry or
I
dread.
think I'm going with cities right now because I'm doing quite a lot of men.
Your settlement will be
Yeah,
automatic.
because I'm doing quite a bit of money and I would like to keep it this way. So let's start with communal farming, which gives me. Let's just open this. Yeah. It gives me improved food production and farms. Gives me a bit of money for farming, not a lot though, but it also increases the rate my city is growing, which is always helpful. Also, let's set this to a high tax rate. And the same goes for Genoa. No, Genoa is getting mines right away, because mines are bringing really a lot of money. Income from mining plus 200, and it will be more. So it costs us 2,000 now, so it will amortize in 2,000 in 10 turns. So is it amortize in English? I don't know. It's in German. So anyway, yeah, we're going with it, and we're also putting up. Oh, it's not. Okay, it's not working with a very high tax rate. I thought my Duke would bring some order in here, but well, I guess we will just go with this. And end the round. Bing! First round over. Let's have a look how long I'm recording. Oh, really long. Okay, what is Vinny's doing? Just moving around there. So guys, nothing I need to worry about right now. Bing!
Your first mission has arrived. You will receive missions and requests from various people from time to time.
And that's all you need to know. Okay, oh, great nation appears weak to tolerate such insolence from these rebels. The council recommends you capture this rebel settlement and assert your authority as our judge. And this is exactly where we are going, as you can see.
Full sail.
And we are going to hit them hard and hit them fast.
Yes, my lord.
Putting out my army here.
Leading the men ashore. Your will. Yes, my lord. This is where
And you are going to attack right away.
laying siege.
Laying siege, and we need to build a ram, so we cannot do it in this round, but in the next. Maintain siege. What do they have in there? 2 bow units, 1 peasants, and a sergeant spearman. I think my spear militia should be ready to fight the sergeant spearmen. They are quite good units, but we will just break them apart, I guess. Not really a problem. Let's see how Florence is doing.
When trying to carry out a mission. However, if the mission
I know, but we will do it now. Okay, wish him luck.
Yes, Lord. Investigating.
It's me, Cimenti Bossi. Okay, Cimenti Bossi is in. So he did it. And he's becoming a greater spy for that. Not really, but he's only 20 years old. Yeah, he can be a really good spy at some point. So they have spear militia, more militia, and crossbow militia. No, not even that. Peasant crossbowmen. So they should be really easy to stop there, which is nice. Okay, Mr. Merchant. You're not a merchant, you're a diplomat, I know, but still. You are going straight to the Germans. Yeah.
Noble lord.
something to discuss, mein guter Mann?
Ja, mein guter Mann. Okay, first off, I think you are really, really interested in this map. And these maps informations.
Very well, if it will please you. Very
Oh yeah,
good.
it's very
What
pleasing.
else do you have
So
to suggest?
also I would like to trade with you. You know, for let's say 200. You are quite meager in wealth.
I see no reason why not. Something else?
And I also would like to have an alliance with you. And you know what? You can just give me 200 and I will be just great. What's that?
Agreed. I accept your proposal.
And accepted. Not only just accepted, they are really happy.
Danke for your time. It was useful.
And relations have improved with the Germans and I have a new alliance. Oh, that was the bossy thing. That's a new mission. And it's the end of the turn report. I think I will just play this round.
Click the Show Me How button to see how to access the mission scroll.
Okay, and now you go over to...
Yes, my lord.
Oh, I cannot have my diplomacy twice in one round, so I'm good now. He knows where to go, so I will not keep him from doing that.
Ready to trade.
I really want to see what my merchant is seeing. Not a lot.
Tomorrow, my lord.
So he can get either the dye for 12 or the wine for... It's not showing. Okay. So this is going. I cannot do anything in here. Milan and Genoa are still building things.
To queue the buildings that you want to construct when you have the opportunity.
Do I need a second diplomat? I don't think so.
You can select the buildings you want to build, and your construction orders will continue to be carried out even after the general has moved on.
Yeah, I know. Okay, but I don't have a general right now, so I don't really need it. I can build a brothel, which will give me the opportunity to get spies and will also increase public order, but will also increase my corruption. So you always need to keep that in mind. I think I will build a merge wharf at some point, because that will give me a lot of money for trading. And I will have a look if I can get a trade agreement with Arabian empires, even though the Pope won't like it. But first off, we're going with just regular merchants and the town's guard and all the good stuff. But anyway, let's have a look. We have 5,630, which is quite a lot of money. I will not throw it away though. I will just wait. Okay. What are my finances saying? I am getting 2,000 more, so I will have 7,000 next year. Which will be quite a while because I want to build stuff in a jet show and then I will go further south towards Sicily. Actually, let's create some units that we can put into a jet show once it's conquered. And let's end the turn. Yeah, you are moving on. Venich is doing its thing. I really dislike that they are running around with the armies on my borders. Oh, the Papal States are coming. Hopefully to talk with us. And the rebels have done nothing. Let's hope there aren't rebels in our area, but I don't think so. Okay, let's have a look. End of turn report. Construction complete in Genoa the mine. Which is great. Now you are getting the land clearance. And you are still working on communal farming. Okay. So, recruitment report, of course, a lot of militia. Let's have a look. Okay, all of the militia is being paid for, so I don't even need to worry about giving them money. If this area behind them is blue, it means that I don't need to pay wages for them while they are in the city, which is always great. And the better your town guard is, the less you have to pay for the defense of your town, which is always helpful. Okay, I don't think I need this right now. I need better roads. So once we have the land clearance, the better roads are on the agenda. Or are they? Because I really need some armies at some points. What do you have? You have nothing army related, I think. Let's have a look at your browser. Yeah, I know. Okay, if this was a castle, I could have it as a city. Huh. So I could rebuild it as a fortress, actually. City, stone castle, and castle. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit freaky. I will look at it when I'm not recording. So, talking about recording, I need to bring this recording to an end, and I will do this by attacking Ajaccio. And I will attack it myself, even though it will be a bit shaky. Let's go. Shut up, lady.
Yes! Crossing for battle!
Oh, it can attempt a night attack. A night, your bow dudes are worse. And as I said, you won't get reinforcements. But let's do that.
Men, bring our people
Just because you can.
and most of all,
Yeah? What is it? I want to know. What most of all? Set out on pilgrimage and triumph glory over the infidels in the east. Orderic Vitalis. So why am I waiting? Well, Medieval 2 had the thing that later Medieval didn't have.
it is not my way to send men into needless peril during battle. If I ask something of you, it is necessary. And I will not expect more of you than I would ask of myself. I have found that just orders are readily obeyed, and victory is the result. These rebellious knaves and villains are not fit to breathe the same air as we honest men. They must all die before dawn comes again. This is a mercy, because they richly deserve the gallows for turning against their betters.
Freaking rebels.
And now all is said. So let's do it pell-mell and send our enemies to fry in hell!
I really like these little things. It's a bit bad that they are not there anymore.
Your siege equipment is automatically attached to one of your infantry units. Units with siege equipment are marked with an icon representing the siege equipment.
Yeah, I know. So, I have ramps and I need to get through this wall. The problem is that these gates will rain arrows on me, same as these towers. So I need to find the weak point, and I think the weak point is right here. Because I can break down this area and break down this gate and just walk in. While on this area I would need to fight against 3 towers. Actually, this area would... No, then they have this tower back there, and this tower cannot shoot me because of this farmstead in the middle here. So this is where I'm going to attack. And I think my bow dudes are going to shove the ram. This is, most of the time, it's not a good idea to use your bows to bring in...
Press the loose formation button for the
Yep. And it's most of the time it's not a good idea to bring in the bow guys, because it's harder to build new bows than new spearmen at the beginning of the game. But I really need the spearmen for the fight, and I don't want to have any loss in their units until I attack. Because I have all these nice riders here, but they will be quite useless in a city fight. Let's have a look actually. So this is Mr. Rossi. Where is he? There he is. And his brother. And just in general some knights. What are those? Mailed knights. As you can see, they are not in plate like the general's bodyguards. But they also will not disappear if my general dies, so you always want to keep an eye out on these guys, because they can be quite useful at some point.
You can change the facing, width, and length of your units by using the mouse.
Okay, you take this area. Oh, I cannot. Okay, yeah, I can.
And move the mouse to change their position, formation, and facing.
Okay, they are now pushing the ram down to the gate,
They will carry out your orders.
and they will get under fire pretty quickly, especially seeing how my enemies amassed his arrow dudes right here. Oh, this is just the peasants. Where are his arrow guys? Oh, they're all the way back here. Well, that's alright. That's fine with me. Because then I don't really need to worry about big salvos of arrows tearing through my ram guys. It's also raining, which is really helpful, because during rain flaming arrow attacks are less powerful. So I don't need to worry that they will set my rams on fire. Okay guys, you are now moving.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
Oh, they're starting shooting firing armors. They're not even hitting the ram. Some arrows are going down. But this gate will be open pretty fast.
You have successfully used a ram to destroy an enemy gate. Quickly send troops through the breach and establish a foothold in the settlement before they can force you out.
Okay, you run back.
The battering ram has done its work. Now is the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
What are you doing? Nearly done. You run away now. And I try to grab them with my cavalry.
Cause extra casualties due to the momentum of their attack. A cycle of charge, withdraw, charge causes maximum casualties for minimum loss.
Come on, run away.
Until
I don't want my
Through the enemy's walls.
my regular archers
For
to
glory
fight.
and victory.
Because my archers can fight. Drop the ram, man. But my archers can fight. The problem is they only have like these little daggers. Later I will have... Drop the ram. What
you
the...
press the special unit abilities button for the first time. This activates any special formations or abilities of the selected unit. As you select
Yep.
different
Later I will have...
Wise to praise the day before
Yeah,
sunset,
I know.
but our men are
They will not
willing
let
to
me talk. They hate me.
in a worthy victory.
Later I will have archers that are actually also good at fighting in melee combat. Okay, taking my horses out here. I don't want my riders to die against peasants. Especially if I can just let arrows rain onto them. The good part about fighting with generals and their bodyguards is that they will regrow in numbers over time, while regular units you need to reinforce yourself again. Okay, they're just standing there. You know what? Don't use flaming arrows. They're not as useful anyway. And you stand yourself right here. Because when they have a clear sight onto the enemy, they will shoot directly, like here. But if they are behind walls and stuff, they will shoot just straight up and it will produce next to no damage.
It is
It's
possible
also
to set arrows of light to raise
yeah, it's also better to shoot your animals from the your enemies from the sides, because well, in front these guys have shields, and the shields are actually calculated by the game, and it's also calculated that they're on the left side. So you always want to shoot your enemies from the right side and try to rain arrows onto them. Let's hope the AI tries to run out, because then I can charge them again with my cavalry and weaken them before I go in with my spear guys. Where have I lost any units? I think the tower is still shooting arrows at my guys. So I need to take at least a tower from them by sending my units in here. And I guess I send this troop in here and this guy's in here. This will lessen the effectiveness of my arrow rain, but as you can see, the arrow rain is still up and there are quite a lot of corpses already in here. These guys are very next to no armor, so arrows are actually quite effective against them. Now they're just shooting upwards because my spear units are in front of them. But I just want to grab the tower.
We have captured the enemy's walls.
Then I'm bringing them over here, so I don't need to worry about them anymore. I can just let my archers do the work. Oh, they're now getting shot by their archers. Okay, so I guess I will attack. Problem is I don't want to attack their sergeant spearmen from the front. I really want to close them in the middle between my guys. And they keep running towards me and then running away, which is really helpful for me. Because if they turn their backs on me, well, they are food, basically. Maybe I can bring them in from the side. That would help, actually. So you guys are attacking them from the sides. Oh yeah, this is working.
Once your men are in combat, you can make them break off by double right-clicking on a point behind them. This can be a useful trick if your men are faster than the enemy. When using this tactic, however, it is inevitable that you will lose a few men.
Yep, that's the problem. But it's also helpful. So and they're now fighting the arrow, the archers on the side. So nothing to worry about, and even the peasants cannot even reach the front lines because archers are standing in the way.
To praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
With a bit of luck, I can also get their other archers into melee combat from the other side. Seems to work. Here they come. My intelligent spearmen. The Italians, of course, were really known for their spear attacks during that time period. Attack! They don't really have a charge attack because they are basically just militia. They're just guys that got spears in their hands. Next to no military training. Which is also the reason that why you really want to reinforce them. Because they will not hold out for long if they are losing numbers. Okay, let's bring the archers in. Where's my last troop? Oh, they're also in a fight, okay. Let's see if I can set a good charge with my general into the backs of these guys. With a bit of luck I can land a good charge, which would kill a lot of enemies. Only the spearmen are kind of holding out right now. Are my archers getting in? Yes, they are. And here come the horses. Come on, get in charge mode. Looks like he's just running in. No charge mode. Okay. as they're just running to them and start stabbing them. Just quite alright as long as they don't find these guys. And they start fighting the cavalry. Mm-mm. Okay. My father just walked in. I'm not used to this.
Not only
My girlfriend always knows when I'm recording, but try to tell your parents what you're doing.
also win by causing them to break and flee.
Okay,
When a unit
all
runs,
the
the panic spreads.
all the units are in.
Units may join them.
Yeah, I know. They are running away, but they won't run away because the game is buggy this way. Not really buggy. It's like plans that they will never run away when they are defending this middle section. It's just that it's like really annoying. Okay, and you guys should run here and not fight. I don't want you to. I don't want you in the fray.
My lord!
My archers are just attacking.
Men are in command of the castle!
Yes, they are. So if you have enough units in the middle section, a timer will tick down, and once the timer is down, you will not have to worry about anything anymore, because then you will have won the battle.
Against wavering enemy troops. You will
And the general is falling.
fire flaming arrows as quickly, but fear of the flames may cause the enemy to turn and flee.
Praise to our lord! Our
So I
men
have one guy left.
slain the enemy general. Now his men will lose heart.
3 spearmen and 1 peasant is still trying to win the fight. Okay, you guys now please stop shooting, because
Your
I will only hit my own guys.
kill button for the first time. This toggles fire at will on and off for the selected troops.
Where's the last guy?
Toggle fire at will off.
They're just standing in this area. Okay, their battle is over.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Okay, 8 guys have been killed by our arrows, which is a bit problematic. But it could be a lot worse. And Ajaccio is ours. Corsica now belongs to Milan.
We thank you for delivering us.
Yeah.
When you capture a settlement, you have the option to occupy, sack, or exterminate. Occupying
Which is all you need to know, because it's pretty self-explanatory. So we are getting just 42 florins, or we are getting 259, or 130. So it's not worth it. Sometimes it's worth it to exterminate the populace if the populace really opposes you, because then the resistance will be broken. But right now, occupying the settlement is more than enough, and it's ours now. And let's repair the outer walls and start a construction right away of a wooden castle. It's actually going faster if I do this. Nope, it's not. So let's repair it. Is this working this way? I don't know. We will see, I guess, in a few rounds. And let's just make Ajaccio a good castle, because then we can start building armies in there and just set them in the chips and carrying around the world. Okay, our enemy army routes. Count Bernardo has given up. Trade increased. No, Count Bernardo is our guy. I was wondering. Okay, yeah. He's a fair fighter now. And retinue expands for Count Bernardo. A veteran warrior joined him. A hardened old brother in arms, always there to defend the last or serve as midfield mentor. +1 personal security and +1 command when commanding infantry. Which is nice. Mission success, and I got another 2,500 florins. And my trade has increased more chivalry, which is always nice. So, Count Bernardo, how about you sending this red warrior over here?
I am willing, but not able, lord. I am willing, but not able, lord. I am willing, but not able.
Looks like he's not.
I am willing, but not able, Lord. I am willing, but not able, Lord.
Looks like I cannot do it, which is weird. Okay, but it's actually okay. I can send the apothecary carrier on, but not the veteran warrior and the drill master. Okay, well, good to know. So. That's it for this episode, which is a really, really long episode, and I hope you are grateful. And I see you guys on the next episode of... I wanted to say Dwarf-Elvish here, but it's Medieval 2 with the Milanese.